In this video, I'm going to tell you why most YouTube channels fail. Why? Why is that? I'm going to give you some key pointers on why this is happening, okay? Um, and once you really get this and put this and sink this inside of yourself, you're going to understand what's happening. And then you're going to be able to take the steps necessary to stop it. Right? One of the reasons, there are several, but one of the reasons is because people refuse to get behind the analytics of their back office. If you do not understand the data of what's going on in your channel and you don't know what is driving and promoting your channel and what is working and what is failing in your channel, if you don't understand what the audience means when it comes to your overall channel and your individual videos, you're not going to know how to utilize that. If you don't understand what your click through rate is, you're not going to be able to understand how it affects your channel and how you can watch it very closely to see whether or not what you're doing is successful and whether you not you have to tweak whatever it is that you're doing. You have to get inside your back office and learn those analytics. Stop listening to people about saying stop watching numbers, stop watching analytics. What I will probably say is stop watching your revenues, because whatever they're going to pay you, you can't control that. You can look at it to learn how it works, but constantly keep looking at your revenues and showing other people your revenues is quite pointless unless it's just to drag people to your channel. But far as your revenues, when it comes to YouTube, is set in stone. It's based off of your niche. It's based off of your ads that are showing on your video, and that is never going to change. No matter what you do, your revenue is not going to change far as what your revenue is. They pay you out once a month for the previous month. That is not going to change. However, there are certain things inside your analytics that will affect your channel, that will constantly change depending on what you're uploading. That will change, if that will affect your videos and your outcome if you are not following along with it and watching the increase or the decline of it. Businesses have charts for a reason, and so do you. This is a business, and those are your charts. Study them, learn them, understand what is actually going on in your analytics. I don't know how much more I have to express this, but you need to learn it in order to critique your own mistake. So learn from your previous videos so therefore you can increase your chances of making this a little better outcome for you. But in order to do that, you have to get behind your analytics. You can't watch other people's analytics. You can watch theirs if they're going to explain it to you and how it works. But you need to do what they're telling you to when it comes to your analytics and learn and apply. You're going to hear me say this a lot in a lot of my videos. Learn it and apply it. What use is it to learn it if you're not going to utilize it? Learn it. A number two thing that is affecting a lot of channels as to why they're failing, and it's the scheduling. And yes, a lot of people think when you say scheduling, you're just talking about consistency. I'm not just going to tell you about consistency because consistency is what you need to do. But what I'm getting ready to tell you is about your scheduling. And the first example that I gave you as to why a lot of businesses fail, well, that is also inside your analytics when it comes to your scheduling of your videos and putting out your videos on YouTube. And I have tried this on my own channel doing several times. I have uploaded early in the morning. I have uploaded in the afternoon. I have uploaded it at night. I have uploaded in the wee hours in the morning just to see the difference in me my uploading far as the time. And I will tell you, based off of my analytics from what I've learned, that most of my views in the day is coming from the daytime hours between anywhere from 10 o'clock in the morning to about 6 o'clock at night. And if I could get a video in there in between that time, that video will potentially do good. And why is that working for me? Because my audience that are viewing my video is from the United States, from different places around the United States. And although our time may be different by an hour or up to 3 hours, we're essentially still in that 10 to 6 category. And so that's where it's going to be for me the best time. Now, if you're getting more views in India or Africa or anything like that, then I would say upload your videos doing in those areas. If you're getting more views in Jamaica, then go learn Jamaica's time, coincide with your time, and upload those videos during those times because you're going to have a better chance at um, getting success on your or getting views on your video if you upload during those times. And what a lot of people tell you, it really doesn't matter about the time that you upload. That's a bunch of crap. If it didn't matter, then why in your analytics they have a actual um, uh, thing that you can look at to see what is the best time to upload for you. It's going to show you when you're getting the most activity. Why? Because that's another key component in order to grow your channel. Stuff isn't given you for no reason, right? It's given to you so that way if you do the work and if you understand what you're doing and if you know the business that you're in, it will be successful for you. The worst investment you can make is to go get inside a business you truly do not understand because you're never going to grow from it, okay? So learn those analytics. Watch your scheduling time. And now I will say, stay consistent to what is working for you. So if you're going to upload once a week, continue to upload once a week. If you're going to upload twice a week, continue to upload twice a week because it helps the algorithm be more prepared for what you're going to do. But I will say every now and then throw in a trick for it because sometimes when you continue to do something with this algorithm, it will keep you held in what is called a plateau. It's no different from if you are working out. You're doing all the right things when you first start working out because you can see the weight coming off, right? But at some point during your workout, you hit what is known as a plateau. Why? It's not because you're doing absolutely anything wrong. It's just because your body has got adjusted to whatever you're doing. No different than this algorithm. The algorithm gets adjusted to what you're doing. Now, you don't want to go too far off because you don't want to lose the people that are watching your videos, but you want to every now and then throw a joke to your system so that way you don't get stagnant inside the algorithm. Okay? Because one thing I've noticed about this algorithm is when I first got on, it wasn't real hard for me to get my first 42 subscribers. The reason why I didn't grow past my 42 subscribers because I just really wasn't active inside the system. Now, once I hit a certain point, it seemed like it was darn near impossible to move past that when it came to getting subscribers on my videos. I had already got the watch time hours, but I had hit another plateau, right? And so I had to start thinking outside of the box when it came to what I was doing, because what I was doing was no longer working on that particular area in my business. That's why it's so important to learn your analytics to see what is actually happening. If you're not paying close attention to this, then you're not going to know when it's time to make a change, when it's time to give a joke um, to your material and to your content. You're going to get so narrow-minded that it's not going to be beneficial to your channel, and that way you're going to be somewhat screwed. So far as thinking outside of the box, think about what is unique to you when you're doing all of this. When all these steps that I'm actually showing you, think about what make you stand out. Because if you keep doing all this copy and pasting, it's going to stuck in your growth. And the only thing that you're going to do is you're going to promote others and you're going to pull people away from what you're doing. So you got to use your uniqueness to promote your growth. And one thing that is unique about me is I don't like lies. And I do not like what lies do. So you will find with me that when I do my research, I try to research as much as I can so I can give you the truth. That's who I am. That's just me. That's me in life in general, right? People might be entertained with lies, but the truth, eventually they're going to come back to and they're going to need because the truth, the one thing about the truth ain't going to never change. The lies will, but the truth won't. So stop entertaining yourself with that when you're talking about the growth of your system. Now, far as engaging with your community, you need to engage with your community in order to do so. You need to start engaging with them far as the viewers on every one of your videos. Start up a conversation. Somewhat inside each video, cause some type of diversity inside that video, where you're hitting key points to your viewers, all while still staying engaged with your viewer on the video and to others as well. Don't just engage with your particular community. Look outside the box. Again, I'm going to keep saying that as well. Think outside of the box and go to other channels and engage with those viewers as well, because it's that engagement that's going to keep people connected. That's all that's going to keep them connected. Your topic and your title, all that will draw them in. But that ain't gonna keep them engaged. You got to do something that is going to keep them engaged with you, talking with you. That's what's going to keep people coming back to you. And trust me, the ones that are really there for you, they're going to try to find you any way they can. If they miss something, they're going to go, hey, I gotta make sure I catch up because I have a good time with this person when we're doing that. I gotta make sure I watch that other video because I like what they're saying. It is you, your uniqueness. And if you're all you're doing around here is copying and pasting, you're stunning your growth. So engage. So we got analytics, we got scheduling, thinking outside of the box, and also engaging with your community and other communities as well. And the most important three steps that most people tend to um, lag on is, in order to promote more views and potential subscribers to the channel, is they fail to focus on the titles, their thumbnails, and their description of their videos. That is one there's three of the things that they really lack and don't put a lot of details in. Like, you have to focus on that title. You have to focus on that thumbnail. You got to make it appealing. Because remember, I said it before. I'll say it again. You eat with your eyes before you ever eat with your mouth, right? So before you ever take anything in off of this system, you're looking at it with your eyes first. You got to grab your attention in order to to get the people involved, right? Before you can even worry about any of those other things I told you, you need to worry about those three important things: the title, the thumbnail, the description, right? And sync it all in for that SEO, search engine optimization. YouTube is nothing but Google. That's all YouTube is. It's a search engine for marketing and sales, right? That is it. And if you think it's anything otherwise, then you're not going to have a lot of success in doing this. Because you have to know the business that you're in. And I also made a video about 8 steps to the algorithm and the foundation to break through the algorithm. I suggest that you look at that video and it'll give you a more insight look on the SEO and the optimization of YouTube, because that's something that is not going to change, y'all. You have to stop doing what everyone is doing. In fact, okay, when they tell you to copy and paste them and do what they're do, that's a lie. What they should be telling you to do is pay attention to keywords. Pay attention to keywords. Even this video here. Why are new YouTubers channel failing? The keywords on here is one, why. It sparks an interest on what is it? Why are they failing? Right? That's a keyword. New, now you're talking to the smaller content creators without saying you're talking to the smaller content creators, right? YouTube. YouTube will always be a keyword because it's the platform. Think about it, y'all. And then the ultimate thing is the reason it's failing, right? Those are the key words. Those are the key words that you need to focus on in your titles and in your videos. Notice, like I said, I'm not gatekeeping anything. I'm doing the same thing right now. I'm telling y'all, and I'm doing it as well in order to get it out there. So some people probably say, well, I don't see a lot of views on your stuff. You're only just up under 1,000 subscribers. Why is that? If you're telling them the truth, well, the reason why is because a lot of people are being entertained with lies versus being filled with the truth. And my mission is to fill you with the truth. So eventually, when the people need the truth and stop being allowing people to just entertain them and give them something that's actually going to help them, they're going to come back to my channel and they're going to look at these videos. And guess what? When my numbers start increasing, because that's their value they're looking for, they're going to come back and everything I put in this system is going to blow up, right? That brings me to another thing. Stop telling people that people don't care. That is an ultimate lie when it comes to it. Because if people didn't care about your stuff, then people wouldn't look at what you're talking about. They would not listen to what you're saying if they did not care. Part of me feel like that was a plant that was put inside the system in order to keep you from breaking through your plateaus. Because if you can get a person to think that nobody is caring about them or thinking about what they're doing, then you're going to get people to do some crazy stuff and probably do stuff against other people that they typically probably wouldn't ordinarily do in order to try to focus on themselves being selfish versus giving out the truth. So focus on giving the truth. Stop trying to copy and paste, because when I'm telling you, all you're doing when you're copying and pasting is promoting others. You are not promoting yourself. A person has to feel connected to you. Once you get that view, because once again, a lot of people have different perception of what a view is. A view is simply just staying on someone's channel for a minute, and you can get that view whether or not you thumbing over the thumbnail or whether or not you are actually clicking into the video in order to get counted as a view. But that's not going to do absolutely nothing for your watch time hours if they're not sitting here watching your material. And if they finally figure out that all that you're doing is self promoting and not giving anything, offering some type of value, eventually they're going to fall off. And that's what you're seeing. And I made a video about watching the numbers on the views and the subscriptions to really tell what's actually going on. That's what's happening, and that's why, because that mentality of nobody cares, and I don't care about nobody else, and I'm about to get mine, and you better get yours, type of this cutthroat world. Y'all better get out of doing that. This I something I remember I used to tell my drivers about transportation. Transportation is a business of people. That's what transportation is. And so once you learn the behavior of people, then you knew where to be in order to get money, in order to get money and be in a position in order to make money for your business. This ain't no different. It's a business about people. People need information. People want information. So once you learn the behavior of people, the psychology of people, and you understand what's going on in here, then you can formulate that inside your videos and then spark enough interest for people to come and want to watch you. That's why some of the stuff that people are telling you that's why some of the stuff that people are telling you are really stunting you, because you would notice a lot of larger platforms are telling you what not to do, but then turn around and do it themselves. Right? Because you're not paying attention to what they're doing. You're paying attention to what they're telling you not to do. You're not looking at the whole picture. Start focusing on what they're telling you not to do. Because typically, if somebody's trying to sell you something, and my background is in sales, y'all, I do have a very strong sales background. When somebody is trying to keep information from you, they're going to try to keep you away from that information so they can sell it to you later. That's all it is, y'all. It's a strategy. And whether or not your morals will not make you do that to people, that's me. I am very, my foundation is built on morals. It's built on morals and God's principles. And so it will not allow me to do certain things to people. My my thing is just getting as much information out to you as possible to help you progress as much as possible, to make sure you're successful as much as possible. So do the things that works for you. I'm giving you the information and the knowledge to help you. It's up to you to apply. Learn, apply. What works for you? Stop copying and pasting everybody. Learn the steps within the algorithm that works, because there are steps, y'all. There are formulas. I'm never going to deter from that. There's formulas within this algorithm that you must know. And if you don't learn those formulas and you don't perfect on your stuff, you will not be successful. So, as always, be your brothers and sister keeper. Keep God first. Learn your system. Know the business that you're in, and stop falling into these pitfalls that's making you fail. And as always, toodles.